Okay, so today we will be discussing about the middle ear. All right, this is the middle ear. Yesterday we have discussed about the outer part, right? Till the tympanic membrane, this one. Next is the middle ear from here, the middle ear. So in the middle ear, it is also known as the tympanic cavity, which is this. Okay, so yesterday we were discussing about this, no? No, I'm so sorry we didn't discuss. Okay, so today we will be discussing about the middle ear, or else it is also known as the tympanic cavity, which is this. So in the tympanic cavity, or else in the middle ear, what will you find? You will find that it is small. And what happens there? Air is filled up in this tympanic cavity, or else the middle ear, and it lies within the temporal bone. So temporal bone, I guess you all know. So it lies within this, I mean inside this. And you will also find openings, all right, in this tympanic cavity, which is the opening. So which is this? The tympanic cavity is flanked laterally, means they are in the sideways. I mean, or else you can say they are at the corner of this, in the eardrum. And here you will find two openings, which is the oval window, which is this oval window. It is attached with the stapes, or else stapes. And you will find in the inferior, that means in the downwards, you will find the membrane, which is called the round window, which is this. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is the ossicle. So this is the ossicle. So the tympanic cavity, it has got three bones, all right, which is the malus, the incus, and the stapes. And here you will find and this ossicles, right? In this ossicles, you will find the tympanic cavity. They are spanned. I mean, here there are three bones inside this. I mean, in the ossicles, and you will find fluids also here in the inner ear, eardrum to the fluids in the inner ear. And what are the name of those? What are the name of those bones that you will find in these ossicles? The names are hammer. It is also known as malus. The second is the anvil. It is also known as the incus. And the third is the stapes, or else it is also known as stirrup. Is it clear about the ossicles?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, next is the internal ear. Internal ear. So in the internal ear, what will you find in the internal ear? It is maze, means they are, I mean, it's a bit puzzling type, you can say that, means spiral. All right, means it's a bit puzzling, it's a bit, what to say, it is a bit confusing type, you can say that, yeah, it's a bit confusing type. They are also called as what? They are also called as the bony, or else they are also known as osseous. Right, they are also known as the osseous. And you will find bony chambers here, means they are made up of bones. This the internal ear, or else the inner ear. And where do they lie? Where is their exact location? The exact location is behind temporal bone, or behind the eye socket, means just at the back side of the temporal bone, no? Means a bit at the bit inner, you can say that. So you will find the internal ear, all right, or else the inner ear. And the inner ear, it has got some subdivisions. Some subdivisions are there, which are known as the bony labyrinth. They are known as the bony labyrinth, all right, the inner ear or the internal ear. And they are spiral. Do you know the meaning of spiral?
Ma'am.
Uh-huh. Spiral means like this, all right. From the picture itself also you can see They are spiral and they are pea size. Means their shape is like a pea. All right, their shape is like a pea. And here, what will you find? I mean, the subdivisions in the internal ear or else the inner ear. First is the cochlea or else trochlea. Also, you can say that cochlea. Next is the vestibule, which is this. This is the vestibule. All right. And the next is the semicircular canals, which is this. All these canals. So this is a semicircular canal. So these are the three subdivisions. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, next is nose. Next is nose. We have discussed about the ear, and now we will discuss about others. Can you see the screen?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I think maximum
Yes,
of
ma'am.
you
Yes,
are
ma'am.
having network issues, I guess, today. Some can't hear my voice. Some can't even join. Some can't see the screen. What happened? But other students, they can see. I think you all are having network issues. Okay. Okay, next is the nose. So with the help of the nose, what can you sense? You can what? You can what?
Smell.
Smell, exactly. So with the help of this nose, you can, with the help of the nose, you can smell, or else it is known as olfaction. All right. And we can even sense some chemical sense or else some smell. Odor is known as smell. All right. And with the help of this, we can perceive some smell. I mean, perceive means to, how to say, to receive. You can say that now. To receive, to receive the smell. I mean, from the outer environment, from the outer world or from the outer environment, we can sense it. It means that. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is olfactory receptors. So this is the olfactory receptors. So the olfactory receptors, there are thousands. There are thousands of olfactory receptors, and with the help of these receptors, which is the olfactory receptors, you can, I mean, it is found here in the roof of the nasal cavity. So this is the nasal cavity. So in the roof, right here, you will find the what? Olfactory receptors. And with the help of this, it also, I mean, with the help of the olfactory receptors, you can sense the smell, right? Next is the olfactory nerve. So this is the olfactory nerve. This one. So what is the function? What is the purpose of this olfactory nerves? The purpose is that it sends information to the brain so that you can detect what smell is it, whether it's good, bad, or stinky, and so on. So, brain in which portion? Olfactory cortex. So this is the olfactory cortex. They pass information here. I mean the olfactory nerves, no? They pass information to this olfactory cortex so that detect, they can detect the exact smell, whatever the person is getting it. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am.
Okay, so next is the tongue. So with the help of the tongue, what can you sense? Huh?
Taste. Taste. Some taste.
Taste. Yes, whether it's tasty or not. All right, so the taste buds, I mean, in the tongue, what will you find? You will find the taste buds. It comes from a Latin word, okay, that is texere, which means to touch. I mean, obviously your tongue. If you eat something, it will be touched, is not it? Or else to estimate means whether it's tasty or not, whether it's bitter, sour, sweet, and so on. Next is to judge. To judge in the sense like whether it's good or not. The taste is good or not. Means that And the taste buds, you will find 10,000 taste buds in your tongue, which are all scattered around. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Next is papilla, or else papillae also you can say. Okay, so this is the papilla and it lies where in the dorsal tongue, means in the front side it is situated or it is located, and they are they cover the tongue. So what are the name of those papilla? First is the circumvallate papilla, which is this, you will find here, and the next is the fungiform papilla, which is this. In the lower side you will find the fungiform papilla. And the taste buds, in the circumvallate papilla, you will find that they are numerous in numbers. You will find large in number. That is the circumvallate and the fungiform papilla. You will find at the top. ऊपर में मिलेगा ये सब. ठीक है, समझ में आया? Shall we move to the next?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next is gustatory cells. So the gustatory cells, you will find here, right? So this is the gustatory cells. So the gustatory cells, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of these gustatory cells? The purpose is that they dissolve in the saliva, and they are the epithelial cells. All right, they are also known as the epithelial cells, and they dissolve with the what? They dissolve with the, they dissolve in the saliva. They dissolve in the saliva, and they are the part of the epithelial cells. All the cells and all that we will discuss in the physiology class. Is it clear till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next is the gustatory hairs. So the gustatory hairs, so this one. So this is the gustatory hairs. I hope you can see.
Yes, ma'am.
So these are the gustatory hairs. So the gustatory hairs, they are microvilli. Microvilli means what? They are small. All right, they are small, they are thin, they are like hairs like structure. From the name itself, hairs, and they protrude. They comes out from where? They comes out from the from this. That is the taste pore, no? It comes out from this. I hope you can see. This is the taste pore, and just above this, at the upper side, the gustatory hairs, it will come out. So this is known as the gustatory hairs. Right. And what do? They stimulate and they polarize and they are transmitted to the brain. All right, means whatever you taste, they will send an impulse to the brain by saying this, whether it's tasty or bitter, sweet, salty, and so on. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
And here lots of saliva is there inside this. Lots of saliva. They're covered, covered by the saliva. Okay, next is the facial nerve. So this is the facial nerve. So the facial nerves you will find in the cranial nerve. So it comes in the 7th number. All right, the facial nerves, it will come in the 7th number. And where do they lie exactly? They lie in the anterior part of the tongue. Anterior part of the tongue means what? Means in the front side. In the front side of the tongue, you will find this facial nerves, that is in the 7th. It is a part of the tongue. That's why I'm showing it to you. Okay, next is glossopharyngeal and vagus nerve. This one. This is the glossopharyngeal, and next is the vagus nerve, which is this. All right. So in the cranial nerves, you will find two nerves, which is the glossopharyngeal nerves, which is this, and next is the vagus nerve, which is this. And they are also involved in the taste buds. In the tongue, they are also involved. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is the basal cell, just this. This one also you will find same in the tongue. Okay, basal cell. So in the tongue, you will find the basal cell, which is the taste bud, and they are the most dynamic cell. Means they are the most, what to say, most large in number. You can say that. And the basal cells, they are replaced. I mean, after after every 7th or 10th day, na, they are replaced. I mean, again, new basal cells they come out. Understand? It means that, and they are found where? They are found in the deeper region of the taste buds, means in the deep. Uh, बहुत deep में होता है ये basal cells ना. It's found very deep, inner side. It's found there. Is it clear about the taste bud? Sorry, basal cells.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the last is the skin. We have discussed about everything like the eyes, your nose, your tongue. Now let us discuss about the skin. So with the help of the skin, what can you sense? Huh? Bilgishri, what can you sense with the help of the skin?
Temperature, ma'am.
Temperature, anything else?
Vibration.
Uh-huh.
Vibration.
Please speak a bit louder. थोड़ा जोर से बोलो.
Vibration.
Vibration. Okay. Okay, fine. No problem. Okay, so this is the skin. So with the help of the skin, you can sense what? You can sense the touch of someone. You can also feel that, I mean, the changes in the temperature which is occurring in the environments, na? All those. Okay, so let us discuss more in details about that. Uh, with the help of the skin, I mean the skin, they helps us in what? Not only in sense organs or the sensory system, they also helps us in protecting. I mean they protect us. So in what form do they protect us? They protect us from what? Some microorganisms which you can't see with your naked eye. All right. So they helps us in all those things. Protection. Protection from what? Protection from chemicals and other environmental factors such as you can say as air pollution like petrol, diesel, and so on, like the smoke and all, na, which you inhale every day. If you're staying in the city and all, you have to overcome all those. So in all those forms, the skin they helps in that. Next is preventing dehydration. So the skin also helps us in not getting dehydrated. All right, means losing of fluids and electrolytes. So the skin helps us in that. Then next is acting as a sensory organ. Means the skin also they acts as the form of the sensory system or the sensory organs. Next is modulating body temperature and electrolyte balance. As I've already said, they also helps us in maintaining our body temperature, and also they balance the electrolyte balance, which is preventing us from dehydration. And next is synthesizing vitamin D. So vitamin D, which is good for the skin, so they also helps us in maintaining vitamin D. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Okay, next is protection. They also protect us from what pathogens. All right, means the microorganisms which is harmful for our body. So they helps us from that, and also some chemicals also, and minimize loss of energy. Yes, they also helps us in UV rays, so that we won't get like it won't be harmful for our skin. So they also helps us in protection from the UV rays, which is from the sunlight. Next is the sensory function. So in the sensory function, what will you find? You will find that, say for example, the ant uh, is crawling, means over your skin, okay, on your skin. So what happens? Obviously, you will remove the ant. It's not it, or else you will allow the ant to pass over your body. But to pass on your skin. What will you do? What will you do? Will you allow the ant to crawl, or else will you?
We'll remove it from our.
Yes, you obviously will remove it. It's not it. Okay, so how can you feel that? I mean, the ant is crawling on your skin. How can you feel it? You can feel it because of the hair projection. I hope you can see this hair projection. So this is the hair projection, and with the help of this hair projection, you can sense. I mean, you can sense the changes in the environment. Is it clear?
Ma'am.
Okay. Next is the layers of the skin. In the skin, you will also find that there are three layers. What are those? First is the epidermis, which is this. Next is the dermis, which is in the middle, and the third is the hypodermis. So these are the three layers of the skin: epidermis, dermis, and hypodermis. And they also contain what? The skin, they also contain some nerve structures. Some nerves are also there. And with the help of this, what can you feel? You can feel the touch of someone. You can also feel the changes in the temperature, hot, cold, and so on. And you can also feel what? You can also feel the pain if somebody hits you, slaps you, or punch you, or anything. So with the help of this, you are able to sense all these things. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, next is corpuscles. So inside the skin also you'll find some corpuscles. All right, which is known as the Machineal corpuscles and the Passinine corpuscles. So what is this exactly? This Machineal corpuscle and the Passinine corpuscles. So Passinine corpuscles, you can respond to light touch. I mean, if somebody plays a feather or else cotton, no? All those slight touch, so you will be able to just know it. So who is letting you know all those things? The Machineal corpuscles, all right, the light touch. Next is the Passinine corpuscles. So with the help of the Passinine corpuscles, you can respond to what? Vibration. I mean, if something is vibrating, something like that, so you can sense that. Next is thermoregulation. So same thing, this one also, thermoregulation. So thermoregulation, you can feel the changes, in the body temperature. And who is responsible for that? The hypothalamus, which is in the brain. All right, the hypothalamus, what is the function of the hypothalamus? The function is that they can control your sweat glands, which is in your skin, which is over in your skin. They can control that, your body temperature. Like they can, I mean, with the help of this, you can just know it. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next is the motor response. So motor response is also the same thing. Motor response is like, we have already discussed in the nervous system, no? So if somebody wants to hit you, or if somebody wants to slaps you, and so on, like you will obviously respond. It's not it. So it means that you will respond. You will respond how? You will respond in such a way that you want to escape, or else, yeah, you will do all those sort of things. Like it means the motor response, which is the sympathetic nervous system. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is it clear, everyone, about the sensory system?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then that's all for today's class. We will end here. Do you all remember whatever we have discussed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
How many layers are there? The skin. Snee? How many layers?
Three, ma'am.
Uh-huh.
3 layer.
Okay. 3 layers, now. Monica, can you name them?
Epidermis, dermis, and hypodermis.
Epidermis, dermis, and
Hypodermis.
hypodermis. Okay. Okay, very good. Okay, then that's all for today's class. We will end here.